Could this be it? Could this possibly be the last season for LeBron James? Could we see LeBron James retiring after this season? There has been a lot of stuff that has been thrown out there this week, and I'm leaning towards the side that this could possibly be LeBron James' last season. Deondre Hawkins here with another edition of Lakers Talk Daily presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. You can play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. So David McMenamin put out a report, and this report was regards to LeBron James. And apparently LeBron James has been dealing with a glute injury, which was listed this week. And there's a couple of the Lakers players who are dealing with injuries as well, Gabe Vincent and Marcus Smart. But what makes the LeBron James one interesting is that when Dave McMenamin, ESPN reporter, put out an article, the article pretty much stated that LeBron James's camp had a conversation with J.J. Redick and Rob Pelinka that the Lakers need to be overly cautious with LeBron James. And the first thing that I took out of that with the usage of overly cautious is that is LeBron James dealing with the injury that we do not know about, and it has a lot of significance to it. But then I did some more digging, and LeBron James averaged about 34 minutes to 35 minutes per game last season. Him thinking, okay, I'm up there in age. You know, the workload can't be too much for me, but I'm still going to be out there and perform every single night, which he did for the Lakers last season. But when you started seeing the Lakers in their early struggles, J.J. Redick asked a lot out of LeBron James. He had to be the best. He had to be the best scorer. He had to be the leading in rebounding. He had to be the best defender, and he also had to facilitate. When I mean facilitate, getting guys in their spots, he's bringing the ball up occasionally, and that did take a lot of mileage out of LeBron James. So I think what McMenamin is reporting in that article is that how can there be ways the Lakers don't drain out LeBron James, because they feel like they have this team right now on this current roster to compete for a championship. They do not want LeBron James burning out on the second half of the season if the Lakers were to make the playoffs. They want LeBron James healthy. They want him well rested. They want him energized enough to be able to contribute a lot for this Lakers team to compete for a championship this season. So you ask, why do I feel like LeBron James could possibly be leaning towards retirement? Well, when he was asked during media day, and we know the speculation has been LeBron James is going to have a few more years left in him because he wants to play with his son Bryce. Well, he came out flat out and said, hey, I'm on a different timeline. Bryce is on a different timeline. Our timelines do not line up. And me personally, I'm not going to wait for him. That is what LeBron James was out there stating during media day in this player press conference. And there's some truth to that. Truth is, yeah, LeBron James is he has a plan. He has a process. He knows this could possibly be his last season, okay? This Lakers team, he knows this is the only chance left for him to compete for a championship when you have a superstar like Luka Doncic right next to you. And in order for the Lakers to get the best version of LeBron James at age 40 is knowing that they cannot get a lot of mileage out of him using that much early. So I think that they're going to manage his minutes. I think LeBron James is going to be playing 25 to 30 minutes. I know Lakers try to do something where he plays majority of the first quarter, he gets subbed out the last 3 minutes, he sits out that last 3 minutes, comes back into the second quarter, he would start. And so Lakers were able to manage his minutes and we're not using him too much. But obviously that blew out the window. The usage rate of LeBron James increased over the course of the season. That's not going to be the case with Luka Doncic. LeBron James is going to be able to learn and be able to play off ball with Luka Doncic. He's not going to have to worry about getting them in the offense. He can finally step into that role where, hey, hand the keys off. And I know LeBron James is going to be able to do so. I know a lot of people are worried about how he's going to be able to contribute Luka Doncic, how are they going to be able to share the floor. There should be no concerns, especially with a full training camp going in with JJ Redick. They're going to understand the system. They're going to be able to play off each other just fine. The biggest thing that Laker fans need to understand from this is that LeBron James can finally go into a role where you don't have to exert him so damn much. And that's what we're at with this Lakers team. So I want to stress about overly cautious. No, I want to stress out about any of that. But I will say this, and this is where I will tell you guys why I'm leaning towards LeBron possibly retiring, is a comments GM Rob Pelinka made. And we'll get into all that right after my partners at Pechanga will give you guys a quick word.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
So Rob Pelinka came out and stated that, the Lakers are going to evaluate this roster. They're going to evaluate these rosters within the first 20 to 25 games, and they're going to see if there's pieces necessary and needed to build off this current roster to contend for a championship. And I have a feeling that the Lakers are not top 5 in the Western Conference come trade deadline. The Lakers are sitting on the bottom of the pack, and there's no real sighting for them to contend for a championship. Not this year, but the following season. LeBron James already has a plan in mind. And who knows, LeBron James can step in early to the first 20 to 25 games. And if this Lakers team doesn't get off to the start that we all know they can get to, being a top 5 team in the Western Conference, LeBron James is going to have a real evaluation of this roster. And he might go in there and make that decision middle of the season. Hey, I'm done. There's no much more I can give to this game. I've done my all. I've given my best to the city and everything else in my whole entire career. He might call it a quits, depending on how this Lakers roster is and how this team sits in the standings. But it's going to be a real evaluation, and we're going to have a lot of speculation going on through this whole entire season. Being overly cautious, the usage rate of LeBron James. They want to exert him so damn much. They want to be able to get the best version of LeBron James come playoffs. All that is going to take in factor of LeBron James making his decision if he's going to play one more year or if he's going to be calling it a quits and calling it done. And it's all going to depend on how this Lakers team is going to finish at the end of the season. And I'm going to lean toward the side that if this Lakers team does not make a great, strong push in the NBA playoffs, LeBron James is going to lean more towards retirement because there's not going to be no real sighting for him to be with this Lakers team, especially him being on an expiring contract. And it's going to be a lot of siding on this decision. But as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We out.